Heyo, it's me, Harper Savage, and today we're gonna be doing some tiny things to draw. Now, I'm in a hotel room at this point, so that's why the background is different. And you got blessed with voiceover, Harper. So the first prompt is Snowflake, which I draw very terribly. Not my best. I only had paint markers and some liners, like colored liners with me, because again, I'm in a hotel room, so I was staying somewhere for a few days, so I had very limited supplies and I didn't bring a lot. You know, the very famous
I basically didn't bring anything to do,
but I really didn't bring anything other than these markers and the liners, and I think I had colored pencils with me, but I ended up not using them at all during this trip. And we move on to cornflake, which I assumed was cereal, and I did a quick little doodle of those. And then I move right into robin's egg, and I did this one in two parts. So because I wanted to color it, I did this one in two parts. So I had to wait for it to dry and then come back to it, and that is what you'll see. I move on to a tiger's claw, and I basically didn't sketch anything this time, so everything is gonna be a little bit wonky looking, which is fine because I don't take tiny draws very seriously, at least anymore. I can't even remember the first several videos I did of it, but I view it more as like a warm-up thing, not like a serious thing. And so I just like to, you know, freehand a lot of stuff. And I don't intend on making it a bring it with me and record a video type of thing, but that's just what it's turning out to because it's so small and easy to take with me. So I decided to do the whole paw because, hello, toe beans. And I just wanted to add more color because the first two prompts, like, were really bad. To be honest with you, a lot of the prompts during this session are not good, so don't expect masterpieces. Like I said before, I don't really take this too seriously. Pardon my voice, I am getting over being sick. That's why I uploaded this so out of order. Like, this should have gone out before my Blick haul, if you remember that video. But yeah, I got sick in the middle of it, so I couldn't do a voiceover. And now Chi is crinkling on his crinkle next to me. I was kind of surprised that the marker did not destroy this paper. It started to, though. Like, I couldn't do more than 2 layers of color. So, it is a little patchy on top of it already being kind of not perfect, you know? And these are just the Mondo Llama markers, they're not the Posca markers. I leave those at home. I bring these with me because they're a bit redundant to have all these different kinds of paint markers that work very similarly. So these are my to-go markers. And I also won't care if something happens to them because they were very inexpensive. And now I'm gonna go back to the robin's egg, and I added a color on top that's very similar to the color it is, so it wasn't showing up well for me. So I went in with the white instead to add speckles to it. I did a lot of this stuff from memory too, so I'm not even sure if that's really what a robin's egg looks like. Now a spark plug. I don't know if that's a specific thing or what, but I just did what I thought it was, and it was an outlet, basically. And I drew, of course, a plug to go into the outlet. And here we grab my colored liners because I thought my paint markers were just too thick to do some details. Not really details, but, you know, other stuff. I don't think I had gray either. In the paint marker, that is. And here I draw an outlet, very incorrectly, actually. I didn't draw like the circle around the outlet for some reason. I just drew like the plate that goes over it and holes. And we're moving on to bookworm. I think it is. I'm covering up the word so I can't even see what it is. Or holes in a book. One of the two. I know, very professional. I know exactly what I was doing. Holes from a bookworm. So I drew a book that had holes in it. Basically, you know, as the prompt is, there's not really much else to interpret there. And then a worry doll. I had no idea what this was. I did have to look this one up because I had no idea. Like the other ones, I kind of had some kind of idea. I looked this one up. They all kind of look the same, at least the ones in the Google search. I didn't do any research into them. But it was like basically they were wearing a dress and like a head wrap, I think. Again, I don't know what these are and I don't know what they're for. Hopefully it's nothing offensive. And I put a question mark because I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to draw it, so I'm like, we're done at this point. And then I moved on to a mouth harp. I had to look this one up too. I had no idea what it was. It's a really weird key shape thing. That's silver, usually. I didn't have silver or gray, so I just drew it in black. And then we're moving on to, there's like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 prompts on this double page spread here. And I, for whatever reason, I did the polka dot bikini first, and I based it off of the itsy bitsy teeny weeny kind. And then I quickly started to draw a watch chain is what it is. So I drew kind of like a gold looking pocket watch deal. And then a cleft chin. This one's like comical. It reminds me a lot of like handsome Squidward. You know the one. It's really weird looking, I'm not gonna lie. And I did it in a sketchy way because I just wasn't sure what I was doing there. Now I come back to sea glass and I pick out colors that I think are the colors of sea glass. It's been a while since I've seen sea glass. It's not a very common occurrence in everyday life for me, which is funny because I don't live that far away from, you know, the beach and people who collect sea glass. Let me know if you do anything with sea glass. I don't know what to do with it other than look at it, you know? Here I come, finishing off the polka dot bikini with pink polka dots. Now, yellow polka dot was like 2 ways to interpret that. Like, the polka dots could have been yellow, or it could have just been saying it's polka dotted with yellow background. I don't know. And then I move on to small talk. I did this double page spread like completely out of order. I'm not good at small talk. I actually really hate small talk. And one of the things that people commonly talk about is the weather. So I drew weather forecast. And then I moved on to spilled salt. Very self-explanatory. Knocked over container of salt. And this one I actually asked Naka what this was. A fiber optic cable. I looked it up too because she didn't describe it in a way that I understood. Basically, it's a cable that has colorful ends, I guess. It was hard to really figure out what it was because fiber optic, typing it into Google, like, meant a lot of things that weren't what it was. But yeah, here's a quick flip of everything I did. That is gonna be it Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the cool YouTube things of comment, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!